Action stations.
Alright, wasting some time here with a replay of me and the Amagi. One of those instances that I actually forgot to hit that ye old record button when I started out the game, so here this is. Excuse me while I do some things here. Got to take a picture of this for thumbnail purposes. Yeah, I wait for the buoy to pass. Yeah, something like the deck is shining right there. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, there we go. And back to it. Anyways, fairly decent matchup. I mean, nothing, completely wrong. It's a lot of destroyers on our side. They have 3 destroyers. They have a few more cruisers. Battleships are nice and surprisingly evenly matched. That doesn't happen too often. We're on 2 brothers. You see 2-cap domination mode, obviously. And this is the last game that I had. I was in the Amagi. Before I unlocked the... Well, I didn't sell it or anything. I'm going to keep it because of the team battles are coming up. And the spread on the team battles, the tiering is going to be 7 or 6. I believe the EU news story had it on there. 7s and 8s. Anyways, headed out to the west side. I want to go with the Izumo. He is the big battleship on our side. I want to support that fellow. I want to keep him around and in the fight. Around looking for some shots. Yeah, last game I have all the XP. I unlocked the Izumo immediately after this. I don't have near enough money. I think I have like 3 million credits right now. And this was 1 day ago before I'm recording commentary. Yep, it's going to be a while before I can save up enough to get the Izumo.
Enemy force detected.
And our counterpart to our Izumo is over there. Let's see if we can share some love with this fellow. Now, before we get too far into this, I'm just going to say the first half of this battle, not great. So if you want, you're pressed for time, go ahead and advance it. Video up to about that 10-minute mark or so, 12, 10 minutes, whatever. Watch it from there. Anyways, got a little bit of a hit into that guy. Gonna turn away. Do want to not get too close to these guys, get focused. Our Izumo is just going straight in. It's a bad idea. And there's some torps. And probably not going to make that turn. I am going to try to put it in that turn though. If I recall correctly, I take this one right on the tail. Although nice of me to catch that torpedo so the Pensacola doesn't take it. Right? I'm just being a nice guy. And now we have 3 of our friendlies going up the middle there. Because reasons and intelligence things. Yeah. Trying to put some more rounds into this Izumo. I mean, the smokestack says he's going full speed, but it doesn't seem like he's moving all that fast. A decent hit into him. Unlikely to citadel him from that angle. I'm trying to hit, or at least do some damage. I'm hoping to knock out some guns, get some citadels on this guy. As unlikely as that is. And our Izumo had to turn away, which is a bad thing. I had the Izumo on the closed beta test. I haven't got it back there, obviously, like I said. 2 hits, not great. But if you have to turn your butt around in an Izumo, it's not good news. It's all bad news. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot on this guy. He's just going about a quarter speed or so, probably. We'll see him later. and yeah, our Izumo, he just nice broadside to the enemy. It's a bad idea. It's kind of one of those things. It seems like you need to you have to maintain that aggressive profile. I'm going to turn around. I am playing this first half. I am playing it kind of far back. Just trying to beat up their Izumo. Because reasons and goals and stuff. No, those are bad shots. I'll admit that. Who's this guy? He's a terrible shot. Playing this game. One shell hit there at the end. And there is that, I'm pretty sure it's the Kagero that's out here. It keeps on launching these torps over at us. Looking for get some more damage into this fellow. He is pretty beat up. I think our team is doing pretty good in focusing this guy down. But not quick enough. Me and my shot placement. Off field. It's just terrible. So this was when the 3 times XP was going on, so that was nice. I got pretty far in a lot of my ships. I'm almost have the Ibuki unlocked. I'm happy about that. That means I have 2 tier 9s unlocked and almost a third, and I don't have the money to buy them. This guy completely... Yeah, just I don't have an excuse for those shots. That was awful, man. Thankfully, the friendly Pensacola kills him there, and there is the Kagero torpedoes. Take another one right, almost exactly where I took the last one. Keep on taking a whole bunch of torpedoes in the rear there. Not a fan. See what this guy is gonna do. Our Izumo has it's not a lot of good decisions. Trying to get out of the way of this with New Orleans. We don't want to do that. So the enemy has put a nice force into our cap. That is my next goal, to kill this Atlanta and ARP Miyoko. And these guys are not being too stupid. They don't. A lot of times when I see this, I'm waiting for this guy to flinch. I want him to flinch. I'm gonna throw out a shot, see if he does flinch. He does, and try to shoot some rounds into the citadel there. No luck. All high. Now it's time to turn away because he does have torpedoes that will go 4.5. I think we don't want to get near that, and that Miyoko can go. His torpedoes that go 10. So. No, thank you, sir. If I turn away and he turns back into me, that's decisions. Not making good ones. And kill number 1. This guy is already getting a bit of a flinch in. That's what I call it when a cruiser just decides to show his broadside at a battleship at close range. It's bad ideas. I'm going to turn back in here. Try to nuke this guy, and I'm assuming he's going to launch torpedoes. We do have 3 of us. There's only 4 of us left, and I mean there's 8 enemy left. The odds are not in our favor. Nice citadel hit right in the rear there. Trying to kill this guy from the other side. Our team just kind of collapsed there right at the end pretty quick. And now other people are shooting at me. Have some torpedoes coming at me. And that would be from the Miyoko. And now we have a Mayhan and Mogami getting in our business now. And now there's a York coming up the middle. There's just a lot of really bad things going on right now. It's not a lot of good news for our team. I do what I can here. Go ahead and auto select that guy. Kind of unfortunate. Nice 11,000 damage. 9 hits, 11,000 damage. No citadels. That's really disappointing. It does seem like the German cruisers do soak up AP damage though. Decent secondary fire into that Mayhem. Down to 2-7 here. My last friend here, the New Orleans, does kill that Mayhem. But he's going to be under pretty heavy fire. Get the kill on the York, and now we got a Mogami coming at our face here. This is about as quick as I've had a game go south on me. Turn away, trying to get some distance. Last hope of the team against 5 enemy ships. Trying just to get some good hits into this guy. And holding those last 2 turrets. Nice citadel hit, take his engine out. Excuse me. I have to make a fairly radical turn here just because I feel like he is about to launch torpedoes. There's one good thing about the Amagi. You do have 3 in the back, so running away is a decent option. And overpin on there. And there were his torpedoes. Get the kill on him there. Swing and a miss on those last shots. And I will admit this this Mogami lasted entirely too long. And they're just stopping our cap so much right here. Stopping me from accumulating points, making it harder to win. And finally for the kill. I'm on fire. Decided to put it out. Maybe a good or a bad decision doing against Mikhail. On second thought, I probably should have just let it burn. And then killed the dude. He's about to come around the corner. Another cruiser that's just completely flinching. And I do know since he's not in the cap, there's somebody else in it. It's almost certainly the enemy destroyer. And he's just firing on me. Those 2 enemy battleships, them hanging back this long, really hurt their team. They could have helped out their team and killed me a lot quicker. But they didn't do that, so I'm not dead. Let's try to nuke a Mikhail now. One on the bow, those just kind of split them pretty good. Showed a little bit too much side. He turned into those shots. That's just a terrible thing to do. With that, I got high caliber Confederate and Kraken unleashed. And torpedoes. Gonna take one right on the nose here. That was unfortunate. I have a few more seconds before I can put that that flooding out. And there's the Kagero. Go ahead and reload HE. Try to get away from this island, get a nice turn before this Kagero can torp me again. Because that was only one spread, and he has another. She's reloaded. I have my heel back up. I started out with 5. I was not expecting this dude to back up at all. Nice hit into him. I really don't want to use my other guns. I mean, I want to use my other guns, but man, I don't want to turn back into this dude. But he does have the slow torpedoes. Fire those, get 1 hit. It's worth it. Excuse me. And for people who use those torpedoes, man, those are just awful torpedoes. Look how slow they are. The 15K torpedoes. I do realize that's what you start with the Kagero stock, but man. And finally, to save the day, the enemy battleships are finally coming. And this Kagero is a problem. there. Those torpedoes. Those, I mean, those torpedoes are really just useless. They're terrible. Killed 5 enemies so far. 136,000 damage. Not bad. The enemy team, if I had a bit more time, I could run away from them and kind of drag it out. And there it is. One barbecued Kagero. There it is. And now that you have a Colorado. And again, those torpedoes. And the enemy North Carolina, he ran aground or is hiding. I don't know which one he is doing. And there's Fantasma 475. Since I only have 4 minutes left, I do need, and I'm so far behind on points, a few hundred points behind, because they've been sitting in my cap and they have an extra battleship. Oh yeah, if you well, you may have not noticed or paid attention to it, but yeah, the guys that went into our cap in the middle, or their cap in the middle, early game, yeah, they're all dead. Surprising, I know. I was shocked. I should have filled up my water before I started recording this, because now my getting all dry, talking too much. Damn words. And this guy is gonna angle into us. He is not being completely crazy. Honestly, since I'm down to 3 minutes, this is the only reason why I'm charging this guy. I don't want to be close to a Colorado in the Amagi at all. My guns are more powerful than he is. They're more accurate. And the closer I get to him, the more damage he can do to me. But I really need to finish this guy really quick to win. That means closing the distance and getting damage into him. And, oh man. Getting decent rolls into him as far as a few decent penetrations, but just not enough, not quick enough. Try to do a bit of a slowdown here, hoping he would overshoot. He does not. It's a pretty decent roll into me, and now he just points his bow into me, which is a smart thing to do. I mean, he just has to survive for 2 minutes, and my ability to do damage to him when he's bow in is significantly reduced. Now I don't want him killing me before I get to him, and that's what he's trying to do. Down to a minute and a half. Just not enough time. Honestly, right now I'm trying to get hits onto his turrets. I'm really hoping to take out a turret. It'd be wonderful if I could take out 2 turrets. But when you're out of time, out of luck, in a Japanese ship, I think there's probably only one thing to do. Down to a minute. And finally, secondaries open up. It's always nice and dramatic. I don't believe any of them hit. And he gets a really nice hit into me there. Heavy damage. And swing and a miss on that one. 40 seconds left. Enemy North Carolina is, yeah, he's still there, doing things for reasons and whatnot. I think we all know where this is going. Get a nice volley into his superstructure. And why not? Good night, goodbye, and good luck. And that is about as honorable an end to my run in the ye old Amagi as I could come up with. 7 kills, 496,000 credits. pretty good match. It would have been great if I had won, but players can't be choosers. 3 citadels, decent slew of medals. Those 3 decent earned medals. I think I earned that a bit. Yeah, there's only one guy on the enemy team that actually got better base XP than I did. 173,000 damage with just those AP shells plus that 10,000 with the Kagero. Good game, but extremely disappointing. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Come back and see me.